Please, we want to ask, should a Christian date for fun or for purpose? And then we want to know if what actually dating is in the life of a Christian. Is it necessary or it isn't?
Okay, so I think that the second question is very important for the first question. So you have to know what dating is. And then after knowing dating, you know whether you are going for fun or for purpose. So dating, to date, is like an English word or a westernized word for trying to know somebody romantically, so that in the process you want to, by that, decide whether you want to go ahead for marriage or commit to marriage or to stop. Okay, so there is friendship and there's dating. Friendship is normal relationship, but dating, you bring in the aspect of romance, okay, or love in its erotic manner. So you want to have a relationship with somebody in its intentional form, so that you, by that, will steady the person, whether you can commit to the person in marriage or not. Make a decision on that. So that is what dating is about. I don't think that the word dating is in the Bible, but the understanding is not strange, because if you marry, you will date. You have to, even if the person is your friend, you have to come to a point where you decide that you are going to go on the relationship with the person in a romantic way. So the way the outlook of the relationship from that point onwards will change. The way you see it will change. At first, maybe it is a normal friend, you call, you chat and all that, but now emotions are coming. You see that there's more emotions involved in it. There's more romantic love expressed in it. Not as in sexuality, but I'm talking about there's more romantic love that is now poured into that kind of relationship. So it's no more just a normal friend, but somebody that you love in another way, and then you want to see whether it will be proper, it will be okay for you to decide to commit to marriage with the person or not. Okay, so after knowing what dating is, then we look at whether dating is necessary or not. So you see that it is answered. Dating is necessary. Okay, it's just that people extremize the context of dating, trying to know people or know somebody to decide whether you marry the person or not. Then someone will take it into involving in all kinds of sexual issues, which goes against the people, goes against the Bible, goes against God. Okay, but if you just wanted to study the person, get to know the person more and all that, if that is the mindset or the interest in getting along the person when it comes to dating, then there's nothing wrong with it, and it is necessary for every kind of marriage. You cannot just rise, jump up and go and marry somebody. You always have to be friend. If the person is not a friend, you have to start from somewhere, build friendship, build dating relationship, and make sure that you at least know the person to a certain extent that satisfy you to want to decide that you will commit to marry the person or not. I hope you get it.
Yeah.
So that is what dating, and it is necessary. Okay, so when they may say it is not necessary because of the negatives that is involved with it, but when you take it in its original form, there's nothing wrong with going to dating with somebody. But it must be clear that in dating, it is not marriage. You are now going to study to decide. Okay, and even if you want to go through the proper process, you decide to want to be with the person, then we move into courting. So the courtship is more advanced relationship. So now you have accepted that I know this person to a certain extent, and so I want to go on with marriage with the person. But you have not married the person yet. You want to also still start looking at how you are going to go about plans and preparations and all that. In that regard, also there's some form of studies that goes on, but this one becomes deeper on a higher level, not on a shallow level, until you get to a point where now final decision for marriage is made. Okay, so it's not unnecessary, it's necessary. And then because of its definition and the way we have gone about it, then you should date for purpose. The purpose should be because you want to marry. Because you want to be with the person in terms of marriage, not just because you want to have fun with the person or go around the person. Unless you are trying to twist the interest of the dating. Maybe I want to know you more so that what? Maybe you will be friends that are more intimate, best friends and all that. Somebody can use the word in that way, where you want to know somebody to that extent, but this one, romance is not involved with it. You just want to know the person very well so that you can commit to friendship, normal friendship with the person. But if it's in a proper definition, then you have to date for the purpose of understanding somebody and deciding to be with the person, whether for marriage or you stop. You not go to the extent of marriage or decide for marriage. So the question, which is the first question, can you ask that question again?
Okay, so that one is saying, should Christian date for fun or for purpose?
Okay, so everybody shouldn't date for fun. You have to date for purpose, and the purpose should be marriage. I want to date for marriage, but everybody must understand the process that it goes through. It starts from dating, we move into courtship, and then finally into marriage. So there should be the progression, and everybody must understand the progression. Because some people jump from what dating is and they move straight into the fact that dating is marriage. So they said they are dating, but they have decided that they will marry already. When you are into dating, you don't decide that you are going to marry, or you don't make up your mind as if you are married. You see, in dating, we are trying to steady ourselves to now decide whether to continue or stop. So, assuming I come to date somebody, and then the person thinks that coming to date the person means we are already on our way to marriage, or we are already married, or see, we already settled with our decision, then it's error. Because at the end of the day, when I decide I know what I've seen, I'm stopping. I'm not continuing this kind of thing, this relationship. You see that you'll be offended and you'll be hurt. It's because of the intention you came in with. So everybody should understand where it starts from. It's not just for fun. It's for the purpose of marriage. And where we have started from, we are just studying each other. We just want to know each other so that we can decide to commit or not commit. And if everybody starts from that plain understanding, you'll see that everybody will know how to go about him or herself. And because you can be qualified, you can be disqualified. And whatever you share also in dating period doesn't mean that it is going to coerce anybody to commit. You see, whatever you share in dating period is like a gift you have given out, because you know that this thing is not permanent. You know that this thing is not something that is going to stay forever. It can stay or not. We can decide to continue or not. Then you decide to give out precious gifts and exchanges that are for permanent relationship. When it becomes that way, you see that if any time this relationship breaks and doesn't continue, then you become hurt. You see, so if people are able to clear all the misconceptions and all that, and then use dating in its right sense, then don't date for fun, date for purpose. And it also becomes necessary so you can be able to study the person you want to spend the rest of your life with.
No, that's really powerful. Thank you so much.